Hey, everybody. Tonight is December the 1st, 2019. You guys, we're fixing to wrap up not only a year, but a decade. A decade. We have 31 days, well, actually, now just 30 left to this whole 2019. And I know some of y'all, this has been like the greatest year of your entire life. You're celebrating. You're like, I can't believe it. I'm so excited. And others of you are like, this was the worst. I can't wait to end it. I can't wait to start over. So, or you might just be somewhere in the middle. And, I think for me personally, it was like last year, the seminar year was the best year we have ever had as a unit. And this first 5 months has not been the best. It's been probably in the last 6 years the lowest, believe it or not. But the great thing is I have seen increases. So I'm going to talk to you tonight just about what we can do to strategize for December. Whether you have been rocking it out to keep rocking it or whether you are like disappointed in yourself. Okay. One thing about it is we cannot change the past. We cannot go back and fix anything that we did not do. And most of the time, if you're not where you want to be in your Mary Kay business, you can look back and you can count the number of faces you did, and you can count the number of team building appointments you held, and you could probably pinpoint it as to why or why not, why you are where you are or why you're not where you want to be. So don't beat yourself up. It's over. I've got me a new goal poster right back here that is from now until the end of the year. And then I plan to redo it. And so, we have to keep our goals fresh, and you have to keep something that you can work on. And sometimes, like you set a big goal, and then at this point, you're not near where you need to be, and you just think, I'm just going to lower my goal. But honestly, you don't need to do that, because you don't know what God has planned for you and how he's working some things out that you have no idea. But you do have to be on the move and working. So before I go into all that, I want to just update you with a few just updates for the month. Okay, first of all, there are some new B earrings to win this month. And for the $600 order, and they're a drop B with a little pink stone in it. They're so cute. You're going to love them. And this month ends and starts a consistency contest. It ends one that was from July to December. And that's anyone that did a 600 every single month is going to win the consistency earrings. It's like a circle beehive. And then there's another one that starts this month and goes to February. So it's like double duty. And that one is if you do a 600 and win your B, December, January, and February. And then you get a beautiful consistency bracelet. And it has the honeycomb on it around the bracelet, and then it ties. It's really pretty. You'll see it on In Touch if you haven't already seen it, or on your director's website. But so even if you have maybe you missed some, maybe like you had a bad August and you didn't order and you're like, I missed that consistency. Well, you can get back on it. So there's 4 things that have to happen. You have to order a 600 December, January, and February, and register for a career conference and attend to pick up your bracelet. That's the thing. Career conference is going to be in about 20 different cities all over the United States. We usually go to Orlando, where we live, but you can look on, ask your director where your unit is going. And so you'll be registering for that like in February. So, but the dates and all that stuff is already online. You can look at it under events on In Touch. So you don't want to miss that. Now, the fourth little thing to that is at Career Conference, they have a luncheon. And if you not only do the 3 months, December, January, February, with your 600, but if you also recruit someone that comes in either December, January, or February, a new team member. And if that new team member is Great Start qualified, which means she does a $600 order total in December, January, February, okay, then that gives you 1 Great Start qualified new team member, and you get to go to the luncheon. And at the luncheon, there's also extra gifts. And otherwise, you have to go find a place to eat for lunch. I always say you can go eat a, $10 hamburger, or you can have a 4-star, luncheon that they pay for. And it's just so nice. And you don't want to miss it. You never want to miss the luncheon. So like for me, I really want to knock that out in December so I don't have to worry about it the rest of the month, right? If someone comes in, and we'll talk about this next month, because for all of you that are in the company right now, then you just have to do your 600 every month, okay, and get a Great Start qualified. But let's say someone signs up in January, then they'll just have to do a 600 January and February, okay? If they sign up in February, they will not be qualified for the Consistency Club. So that's how that's going to work. So third thing, the Star Consultant quarter ends on the 15th. So you got 15 days to finish that up. Hopefully you are on target, but if you're not, you probably need inventory. So you want to look, see what you can do to order enough to get your 1,800 in. If you've already got 1,800, why not, instead of be the bottom star, a sapphire star, why don't you move up to ruby, diamond, emerald, pearl, get the better gift. And remember, every Great Start qualified team member you have moves you up 600 points after you've done your 18. So you want to look at that. Don't miss out. If you were a star of the first quarter, and now you'll be the star of the second quarter, then you're on target for the All-Star, which you can win those beautiful Kate Spade bags. So it's a very important quarter to do it. All right? Okay. Let's see. Christmas orders. We are in December, so Mary Kay has put out a chart that they will guarantee that you'll get your order back by Christmas if you order before the 12th. Okay? Now, can you order on the 15th and maybe get it? I don't know. Maybe, but that's the day they're giving us. It's not really Mary Kay, it's just UPS. You know, I mean, like Mary Kay gets it on the truck, so it's a matter of UPS can get it to us, right? They will be prioritizing customer delivery service orders before the consultant orders. And so what that means, when it comes down to the end, let's say it's like the 15th, 16th, or 17th, and someone's ordered a Christmas present from you that they need, and you don't have it, you may be better off going and do it as a customer delivery service option where you send it straight to the customer from Mary Kay, and Mary Kay just gives you the profit. You have to be an active beauty consultant. You have to have the Mary Kay website set up, and you have to have ProPay. Those three things to be able to do that. So if you have questions about that, talk to your director, but they will send those out first. But I don't know. I did my order yesterday, not at the last minute, probably about, I mean, I've done several orders, but maybe like 8 o'clock. And it said December 17th before I would get it. So I'm praying that is not the case. But that is what they're saying, and that's based on UPS stuff. Okay. Tomorrow is Cyber Monday. So a couple of things. You may want to do a little special for that. Now, if you're going to do it like what I'm doing, it's Cyber Monday, so that means online orders, right? That's what that's all about. So you can, if you have a website set up, you can actually go to In Touch. You go to Personal Website Manager. You're going to click on Promotions and Contests, and you can go on there and actually put the promotion that you want to offer your customers tomorrow. I'm just doing a simple 15% off tomorrow and free shipping. And then I'm going to turn it off after that, you know? So that's what I'm doing tomorrow. I am doing another little special that I'll tell you about in a second. Mary Kay is going to do a little special for us tomorrow. Now, they already told the directors, and they told us not to tell. So I can't tell you what it is, but in the morning, there is going to be a little flash sale. So check your computer when you wake up, and it's a little flash sale they're doing for, I think, 12 hours. It might be 24, but I almost think it said 12, and there's a limit of 13. So you'll see in the morning, but it is something pretty cool. So y'all can look at that in the morning, and you may just want to do an order tomorrow, even just to get that. It's something that you're going to be able to sell for Christmas. And actually, I can't tell you anymore. I'll start telling you. So sorry, like to tell you, but I can't. You want to think about your parties that you're going to be booking. You really want to do them this week and next week, because after that, you may get a party book, but people do get kind of busy with the holiday stuff. So I'd really concentrate on these first 2 weeks to get your parties in. Then if people start giving you slack for the 15th to the 25th, you can start booking for the 26th till the end of the month. And, you know, maybe, you know, our unit's trying to go for a 10-show week that week. But you know, just kind of know that this is the week to do the parties, and possibly next week too. But there's other ways to sell. You can actually do, I wrote down several ways that you can sell right now. Of course, your parties, holiday open house, you can set up an open house and invite people over. You might want to do it by appointment only, so you're not just sitting there all day waiting and wasting your time. That's the best way to do it. Stop, show, and go. So this is where, excuse me, you guys. I'm as sick as a dog. This is where you would just gather up some of your holiday things that are already done, like I don't know if y'all can see on the table over here. I've just got some holiday gifts already wrapped up. So you can take those and put them in a basket and take them around. And when you go make your deliveries or you're out and about and show people, or maybe set up an appointment, say, hey, I've got some holiday gift ideas. Do you care if I stop by your office and show you a couple things? And get rid of them. You know, if you have any mint bliss, they're not going to sell just sitting there on the shelf. You're going to have to show people. When I had a big Black Friday sale, and I don't know if you did or didn't. Some of you probably did, and some of you probably didn't. Some of you were probably like a little disappointed. But here's the thing, to have a massive Black Friday day, you have to have customers. And so if you're new, you're not going to have a massive day because you just don't even have any customers to advertise to. So as you build your Mary Kay business and as you add your customers, then that sale is going to get better every year because they learn to kind of count on it, you know. And I don't try to discount all year long. I like people to buy at regular price, right? I might throw in a free gift, but it's regular price because then when you do a special, then they really appreciate it. But every time this weekend that someone actually came in to pick up their order, I would show them the Mint Bliss socks and I would sell them. And then I sold like the little hand cream, the little glove that we talked about earlier. But I'd already talked to people about it, but they hadn't bought it. But then when they saw it, they're like, that's really cute. And so one girl bought 3 of them. And it's like, yeah, go ahead and give me 3 of them. So easy, so easy. So you could take some of that stuff around and sell it on the go. Have it in your car. Make some, get you a laundry basket and just put some of that stuff in there and have it at all times so that you can always be ready to show it. Also, this is a good time to talk to every man you know, okay? Even if the girlfriend or the wife is not your customer, it's okay. You got generic gifts in Mary Kay. We got beautiful roll-up bags. We got the brush set. We've got satin hands, satin lips, all of that stuff any woman would like. You don't have to know her color, you know, and it's guaranteed. And you can tell them that anything they purchase from you, that if she doesn't like it, she can exchange it for something else, you know? So, and you can do gift certificates as well. I sold several gift certificates this weekend. So that's another way to just make that money right now, these next 15 days, so you can finish your star, have some Christmas money for yourself. Look at your own, I know we've talked about this, but look at your own shelf and make your Christmas list. What can you buy from yourself to give to your friends and your family? When I was new, I mean, none of them had Mary Kay, so everybody got Christmas for Mary Kay. And you know, in your mind, you think, well, I don't want to give that. I feel like I need to go buy something. Excuse me, you did buy all that. And this is more than what you would normally spend because you get it at half price. So don't feel like you can't shop from your own store. Even my own family members, they don't have everything. They don't have an inventory like I have. So there's lots of stuff that my nieces and my, family members do not have at Mary Kay, even though I sell it. So, and even my stepdaughters, they're going to get that little cute mask. It's all about the masking. They're going to get a lot of things on my shelf. And they love it. They know, they expect me to give it to them. And when I don't, they're like, oh, I was hoping I'd get some Mary Kay, because they're like, come on, Aunt Cleta, right? So make your list with that so you know what you need. Okay. Also, you want to see where you are as far as half the year. December the 31st is the first 6 months of the seminar year because, Mary Kay is July 1st to June 30th. So whatever you were going for at the beginning of the year, let's say it's quarter sales, you need to have 20,000 retail in. So look it up on InTouch, look at your at a glance. It'll show you, you look under my business and look under business tools at a glance. And it'll show you what you have in for retail. And it'll show you what you have in for your quota sharing, how many qualified recruits you have. You need to have 12 to be on target. It's half, right? And then unit club. I did that last night. I went through and I thought, all right, what do I have in after we finish the month? And so I went down, I thought, what wholesale do I need to be on target at leadership conference for all the different unit clubs? And, it was a hard pill to swallow. I'm like, all righty then. So I know I got a lot of work to do this month to be where I want to be at leadership conference. Now I know a lot of you, the consultants, you're not going to be at leadership conference, but in your mind, you want to have a checkpoint during the year so that you can get caught up. And sometimes you have to play catch up. Sometimes you're way ahead of what you normally are, which is awesome. And that's the time that you don't slow down, kick it on in. You also want to look at your career path level. Did you want to be a senior consultant by now? Did you want to be in your red jacket? Maybe you were in your red jacket and a couple people went inactive and you're like, well, we can't make our people do anything, right? It's their business. They are independent beauty consultants, just like you. I can't make you order if you're in my unit. If I could, I'd be a $2 million director. Okay? I can't make anybody do anything because we're all independent. So when you are a red jacket, you have 3 team members, you can't stop at that because somebody may decide they don't need anything and they're not going to order, and then they go inactive for a month and then you're in and out of your red jacket. So don't beat yourself up. Go get 2 or 3 more recruits. I don't ever have to worry about not being in my red jacket. I mean, I'm a sales director, but you know what I mean? Not having 3 active because I've got 30 recruits. So you've got to get some more team members if you're sitting there with 3 because it's too much pressure on that one girl, you know? So take my advice on that. And plus at 5, you get better commission anyway. You know, you get 9 to 13% instead of 4 to 8% on your team. So look at what you have. Do contact your team members and let them know what I'm telling you because probably they're not on the calls, right? Give them an update on what's going on. See if you can get them to something. See how you could help them. Maybe y'all could do a party together or something this month and get them active. That's an idea. Or they might buy Christmas for themselves as well. So try to, you know, touch base with everybody on your team for sure. But where do you want to end up at the end of this year? Do you want to be in your red jacket? Do you want to be a team leader? Do you want to be DIQ? Now, y'all know we told you the rules are changing. We don't know the new rules yet. They're not putting it out till the 4th. So that's what I've heard because, you know, they're letting all the people that are going into DIQ, you have to submit that by the 3rd if you have 8 active. And then on the 4th, they'll tell us the new rules. So I don't know what it's going to be. I'll find out probably when they'll probably let us know, then we'll let you know. Or they'll let us know together. I don't even know. But anyway, whatever it is, just know, like if that's your goal, just say, I don't care what it is. I'm going to do it. I don't care. Whatever the rules are, then that's what I'll do. You know, I used to just say that. I don't like the trip, the top director trip way back in the day, it was 500,000. I'm like, okay. So then the next year I did 500,000, but then they upped it to that year to 600,000. I'm like, oh, shoot. So then the next year is 650. Anyway, it was just like, I always felt like I missed it. Like, I'm like, all right, well, whatever it is, that's what I'm going to do. So whatever the new rules are, if you want to be a DIQ, that's what you'll do. But I do know that they're focusing on building red jackets. So get you some red jackets on your team right now. Like who's ever on your team, tell them to use their Bestie vouchers, which brings me to my second point, Bestie vouchers. This is the last month that they're going to give those 3 Bestie vouchers to new recruits. This is the last month, unless they tell us something different, but it is till the end of the month. So anybody you recruit in December gets 3 Bestie vouchers that she's going to be able to use her first 4 months. She's going to be able to use them all the way up until the end of March. But the people in January are not going to get the 3 Bestie vouchers where their new recruits can come in for $75. Y'all understand? So anyway that signed up September, October, November, or this month has Bestie vouchers, all right? And you have to use them in your first 4 months or they go away. So that's a big deal, you guys, and we need to be taking advantage of it because it's also the last month for new people if you've never been a red jacket, to get a $100 bonus. If you've never been a red jacket before, a $100 bonus, that's 3 active, and the girl that recruited you also gets a $100 bonus. So you can look at it that way, or you can flip it around and in your mind go, okay, I've already been a red jacket before. Who is on my team that hasn't been a red jacket? Let me help her get into red. And then she gets $100 and you get $100. Perfect. So that, you know, is something like we had Catherine Scott got in a red jacket. She's my personal team member. So she's going to get $100 and I'm going to get $100. Thank you, Catherine Scott. So Catherine has some new team members and she could help them get in their red jacket. There's one of the girls, Lacey, is trying to, and that's going to give her another $100, right? So it's all about that teamwork. Okay, I'm talking fast, but it's recorded, so you can go back and listen to it. Okay, once you decide, I did want to say this. Another thing that you could do is look at your inventory, and if you have anything that's out of whack, what does that mean? Let's say you ordered wrong one time, or maybe you ordered and you thought you were going to sell a ton of this, but somehow you got like 2 cleansers, and 40 day creams. That's out of whack. So, you want, if you've got something like in excess and you need to move it, right, and get it a little more balanced, you can always run a special. So what I'm doing is I bought a lot of miracle sets in June. They had a big promotion and I maxed it out. So I had like whatever it was, 30 or so of each of them. And I've had a lot of people just purchase the day cream. So I'm having like pull it, or the cleanser, and pull it out of my sets. So I've got all these eye creams and all these night creams. And it's just a little bit out of whack. Like they don't match up. So I'm like, you know what? I'm fixing to move that so it's more balanced. So what I'm doing is just a little special just for the month of December, because I want to reorder the things that I need, right? So I'm just doing a little special. I just did a pick collage and I said, anybody that buys the new hydrogel eye patches for $40 can get a day cream, a night cream or the eye cream in the Time Wise 3D for half price. I'm not making any money on it, but you know what? I'm just getting my money back and I'm going to order some things that I need. Does that make sense to y'all? So if you have something, maybe you're looking and for some reason you got, I don't even know. You probably don't have an out of balance like that for me, but just look at it. You may have ordered something that was a discontinued item. It was a limited edition and you thought you were going to sell a ton and you got 30 of them sitting there. Nobody knows about it because it's not even in the book anymore. So you got to get that stuff out, do a little special on it, move it, and get you some of the new fresh stuff. So just like a retailer would. They got that back clearance. And we don't want to clearance our stuff because I want y'all to make money, but you're not selling it if nobody's even seen it. They don't even know you have it, right? It's just sitting on your shelf and it looks really cute. So you either got to go show it or you're going to have to go do a little promotion on it, okay? And it's always good to do if they buy this, then they could get the discount, right? That way you're making money. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to write down a strategy of what you can do to make your goal. And like write down exactly a goal, like do a new goal card, like a poster, and put at the top December. And you want to have 4 goals in place. One is your retail goal. How much do you want to sell? Okay. On mine was for November and December, and I wanted to sell $10,000. So in November, I sold about 4,500, maybe 5,000. So I've got to do that again this month to meet that goal. And then I also have on there a wholesale goal, and it was 5,000 wholesale because that would keep me on target for the National Queen's Court of Sharing. And then I have a recruit goal, how many recruits I wanted to get. And my goal is to get 10 in November, December. Okay. And then also a faces goal. How many faces do I want to do? And so that's really all there is to track. I mean, you can go track how many cards you give out and all that, but you really have to focus on some results, because like it's 2 ways to look at it. You can say, yes, I'm going to focus on the effort and results will come. That is true. However, you have to also be results focused, because you don't get paid on effort, right? I mean, like you're not paid by the hour, Mary Kay. So unfortunately, when you go to the mall and you're handing out cards, you're not getting paid on that. You're only going to get paid on the results. And you get the results when you call those people back, right? And you book them and you set up an appointment and you sell to them. So you got to make the efforts, but you've got to focus on the results and what you want to get from it. And so once you put that down, kind of figure it up and go, okay, how much do I normally sell per face? Do I sell $10 a face, $50 a face? I mean, do you have an idea? And if I did all this that I wrote down, is that going to get me to where I need to be? That's a strategy and a plan. Because like if you just throw some random stuff out there and they don't jive with your real goal, then, like, for example, let's say you lack $1,000 wholesale to be a star. So you want to, if you put on there that you want to sell $200 a week this month, that's not going to get you, like, you want to sell 2,000, right? So you can order 1,000, right? Unless you have no inventory and you're just going to invest in your business, and you could just sell 1,000 and order 1,000 and get 2,000 in product, but you got to look at it. Does it make sense what you got on there? And maybe it's an income level you need to make in December to pay your December bills. Let's just be real. We got to have some money to pay some bills around here, right? So you may say, how much money do I need to make in Mary Kay this month? Do I need to make $1,000? Do I need to make $2,000, $3,000, $4,000? How can I make that money? All right, well, I can make money through selling, 50% profit, you know, or if you're doing a special, you may have to just like look at 40%. I can make money through team building. You know, I get bonuses for team building, you know, $50 bonus. They come in great start qualified. You get also free product as well. But you also get, like, maybe you're getting your red jacket. There's $100 there you could get. So you got to look at it, you guys. Write it down on a piece of paper so you're not confused. If you're a newer consultant, write it down and take a picture of it and send it to your director and say, does this make sense? Like, if I do this, do you think I'll reach this? Okay. That's what we're here for. We're like your business coach. You got to come up with your plan of how you're going to do it. Show it to us, and we'll say, that's awesome. Yes, that will work. Or look, right here, you need to adjust this because this is not going to get this result. Everybody's plan is going to look a little bit different. You want to think about how you're going to end this decade. You know, are you going to focus on the past, whether it's good or bad? Are you going to focus on that? I want you to forget the past, and I want you to focus on the future, focus on the finish, what you're going to do this month of December, because it's a big month. It can be our biggest month, or you can let it slip by and go, I'm too busy, I'm baking cookies and I'm still decorating. You guys got to knock that stuff out. Mine is not up. I still got fall harvest on the door. Somehow I got to throw a Christmas wreath out there because nobody else is coming in. They don't know that nothing else is decorated. But you know, you got to get that everything done. And I know we could spend time with our family, but if you really work hard these first couple of weeks, then you could take off Christmas and a few days before and after and have fun with your family and do some fun things. But you also not let your business slide. You won't. So I know y'all can do it. I believe in you. I feel like this is going to be the very best month we've ever had in Mary Kay. We got a lot of momentum coming into it. We got some people rocking and rolling that made decisions in November that got started, and now they're ready, you know? And so maybe you just have had a first 5 months has just not been awesome, but you're like, you know what? I'm fixing to recommit. I'm not going to wait till January 1st to go on my diet, get on my exercise plan, you know, start all the things you're going to start in January. We're going to start December the 1st. Why not? It's December the 1st. So you do your little poster tonight, get it written down, what you're going to do, make it where you can kind of write it off as you do it so that you can really have a good plan of action. And then, you know, just work as if it's done. Belief is the key. If you don't believe that you can make these goals, you're not going to make them. You're going to go, you know what? I used to do this in college. They'd give me all the stuff I had to do. I was a business major, and they would go, now, by the end of the year, you're going to have to do this, 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 and this. And I would just sit there and think, wow, that's a lot that I'm going to have to do. I don't even know half what he's talking about. But in my mind, I thought, you know what? Somehow, some way, I'm going to do it because I'm a finisher. I'm not going to not turn stuff in, and I will figure out a plan and how to do it. And then I would always do it. And so, you know, come out with an A, right? Not every time, but, you know, you're going to figure it out. So you guys are all smart women. You're obviously trying to improve yourself by getting on calls like this. So just take responsibility, get yourself a plan down, and let's have a great December. And just get excited about your business again. I'm fired up right now. Can y'all tell I'm fired up? Okay, look, we have 1 minute, and then that other call starts. The Beehive, I keep saying the Beehive call. If you sold the eye patches, you get to go on this call, and your director should have sent you the link if you did the challenge last week. And that was to sell and order 10 of the eye patches last week. Okay, so we don't have time for everybody to say anything, but I do want to give a shout out to Janice Strunk and her girl Katie, who is on target for a car and finished another month of DIQ. So we're super excited about them. If you're on the Boss Babe, yes, if you're on the Boss Babe call Boxer group, she posted all that. And, you know, we got a lot of great things happening in the Boss Babe group. And so I'm proud to be hanging with y'all. I'm actually going to the $1 Million Reunion weekend. I was invited by a $1 Million Director, and I'm leaving Tuesday for a week, Tuesday to Friday. And I can't wait to come back and tell you about what I learned next Sunday night. And it'll be at the regular time at 9 o'clock. All right, ladies, we're going to end the call now. Thank you so much. I'll post this in just a few minutes. And have an amazing week. Thanks again for coming in or calling in or watching it on YouTube.